게임은 재밌으면 된다니까?
불멸의 전사 2.
Welcome back, everybody, to SPL here at the Nexon Arena. Right now, it's SKT versus CJ in the round 2 playoffs, and it is 2-0 very quickly on the back of 2 Classic wins.
Yeah, Classic with some classic gameplay there, taking out Yol in that first game. Very nice, clean play there from him, and then in that second game was pretty much Bunny just screwing up, not taking out that probe, allowing for Classic to deal enough damage that it exponentially got worse over the course of the game. But now we have our third game here on Orbital Shipyard, and
let's see who it's going to be. It's Hush.
Okay.
I mean, it's Orbital Shipyard. Do you really want to send Ragnarok out on that map against Classic? No. But then again, do you want to send out Hush, who's 0-5, and we call him the PvP sniper, but he hasn't won a single game? Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, it's been very unfortunate here. Oh, I lost my sound.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, there we go. Hush hasn't really performed as well as we thought he should. I thought he maybe have like a 30-40% win rate in Pro League, but he hasn't actually won anything so far. But CJ coaches obviously have a lot of faith in Hush, so maybe he can take out a win here.
I want to see him come out here and do something really weird, you know? I'm sure Hush has a lot of confidence in this matchup, and he feels very comfortable. But Classic is a massive opponent, and he needs to win this game. Let's jump into game number 3, Classic versus Hush. Down here in the bottom left in the red from SK Telecom T1, it is Classic with 2 wins, seeking his 3rd.
And spawning here at the top right, spawning the blue Protoss, trying to take it back here for CJ, it's Hush. And we see here a very early probe come out for John Deluxe France.
AM Gaming.
Yeah.
And Christine Boutine. I think I got that right.
Yeah, well.
Whoever that message was for probably read that a lot faster than we did, but as you were saying, yeah, probe comes out here.
Not going to be a proxy though, probably going to be a gas deal. Oh! Hush didn't block his ramp off that probe, so the probe of Classic managed to get in, but does take that first gas, and he's not going to get that other gas, so it's going to be early scout here from Classic. The best thing that he can use with that probe now is to try and delay that expansion as long as possible.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate timing there for Classic. I mean, the buildings at the top of the ramp would have spotted him anyway, and Hush immediately knew what that probe was for. So, nice response, and it kind of just becomes this early scout, but he is going to be a bit delayed in that gateway timing, as you can see, and he will be behind to start the game.
Yeah, and both players are actually opting to go for the double gas. We've seen the trend lately in the Mirror Protoss matchup where players are opting to go for the 1-gate Cybernetics core rather than the 2-gate before the Cybernetics core. We see actually Classic walling off with 2 pylons here, but I think it was Deer against Zest, the ace match, where the probe was attacking the pylon and actually managed to kill the pylon. And then Deer was forced to use a photon overcharge on the pylon to kill the probe.
Yeah, that was it's kind of crazy what a probe can do if you give it enough time, I suppose.
Yeah.
But this probe is going to be scouting, not blocked off, obviously. And just harassing a bit. You can see that Classic goes for a much earlier expand.
Yeah, he's skipping that mothership core to get that expand out. Meanwhile, we see Hush finally getting his expand out of his own. So Hush just playing it safe here, getting the mothership core out sooner rather than later.
Yeah, pretty nice. And Classic just going to leave with that probe unharmed, at least not dying. We'll see if he does immediately go home or if he wants to perhaps place any pylons or do any more scouting a little bit later on.
Yeah, here comes the mothership core of Classic's going to take out the probe before the probe can actually kill the pylon of Classic and unleash the wall.
This is such a nice read by Classic. He knows that Hush is going to send that mothership core across, and He just strolls on into the base. He's like, oh, you're making a Stargate. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the timing on your Nexus. Wow.
Completely free intel there from Classic. A very nice, subtle move there from him. And he's going to be able to adapt accordingly to what he sees in Hush's base, and that's going to be really unfortunate for Hush here because Hush has to send out this Mothership core to do his scouting.
And look at this. Stalker is ready and waiting. Looks like he should be able to get the scouting down, though, onto the Stargate. And that he does. Looks like he's going to commit to one probe.
There's a recall, but with that recall, he's forced to use that energy, which is less energy to use for the pylon overcharges. And that could play a very large role in this game later on.
This Mothership core is going to commit, trying to get away from those pylons actually, and goes for an early recall. Probably a smart idea. Could have been disastrous if he did lose that.
There's a Twilight Council here from Classic, so he definitely knows what Hush is doing here in this situation.
Yeah, deciding to commit to that, and I suppose he's not going to commit as hard to the Phoenixes. He knows he is behind and wants to transition early into that blink.
Dark Shrine actually here, not going for that blink. So he wants to punish the fact that Hush hasn't even got an Oracle yet, and he's just massing Phoenixes.
Yeah, and even with an Oracle, you do need to tag it to get that detection down. So nice little idea. He's also making this pylon down here at the bottom, right side of the map. Can warp in some DTs and go for that. And you see that Hush is going very heavily into the Phoenix production and also getting that early fleet beacon for the range.
Yeah, we haven't seen that second Stargate though, so he's not fully committing to the Phoenixes. He just wants to get that range to help with those Phoenix duels that it will eventually happen on the map. And I'm actually curious to see how much damage these Dark Templars will do with this Dark Shrine nearly finished.
Well, he is making that second Stargate now, and it seems like he hasn't smelled this out at all. He has no idea about these DTs, and Adept is going to shade in here, and will it get that? Nope, no. Just going to not commit to it.
And I don't think that Shade even saw the Dark Shrine,
no.
And he's taking third behind this, so this could be really bad for Hush.
There's no detection.
He needs to get an Oracle out.
There's no Oracle, there's no cannons.
The robotics is nearly done, but no, actually, no, that's the robotics.
The Adept comes in and he scouts the Dark Shrine, but there it is. The robotics facility is coming down, but already the first DT has been warped in.
Yeah, he needs to. He's getting a Void Ray. That's all you need, Hush. You need an Oracle.
Oh man, this might be a mistake. Actually. Did he misclick?
Oh man, he needs that Oracle.
He needs an Oracle 100%. He does not need a Void Ray.
This has to be nerves that are coming to Hush right now.
Look at how much damage is being done. He's not even going for the robotics.
Now he cancels the Void Ray and gets the Oracle, but this might be too little too late.
Man. That is so late, and even with the Oracle,
GG.
That's it. GG, he's just, oh man, that is really, really rough.
That's actually a huge heartbreaker for Hush there.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Classic wins game number 3. Kind of anticlimactic in the way that Hush responded, but a win's a win, and he's one away from getting the all-kill against CJ.
Yeah, the final boss here, no doubt, will be Hero. If Hero gets a reverse all-kill against SKT out of all teams, I'm going to be so surprised. Like, I think Hero has it in him. It's just that it's just very hard to break through the wall that is SK Telecom T1.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, this is one of those times where you could say something like, if Hero reverse all kills here, I'm going to dye my hair green. Because
will you actually do that?
It's not going to happen, okay? It's like, it is so unbelievably hard. Like, first he has to beat Classic, then we got Innovation coming out here, probably second best Terran in the world.
Sue, or Dark.
Dark comes out, right?
But like, those are so many good players that it's going to be very, 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 very hard for Hero to beat.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what he can do. Hush, obviously a little bit frustrated with that one. Needed the Oracle, made the Void Ray instead, and just did not see it coming. It was a really nice move by Classic. He's like, no, I know the meta of this. You're going to try to get way far ahead of me and, you know, you're going to spend every single point of gas that you have on getting ahead of me in Phoenixes, and I'm just not even going to play that game. I'm just going to go against that idea and say, because you're spending all your gas on that, you won't have detection.
Yeah, Classic looking very solid so far in these playoffs, and if Like, he's done his job already. He's already got the 3 wins.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Classic does like some sort of weird like mid-base proxy or something just to try and get that quick win. Because, as I said, keep mentioning time and time again, SK Telecom has so much depth to their roster that they have 3 lives to work with.
That they do. You see Hero was talking with Hush about that game. Kind of a rough one there for sure. Classic looking very happy. Just chilling on the bench, actually, which kind of makes me think that it's possible that we have a break. Because, you know, it's kind of hard that we have 4 games in a row, but looks like we're not going to have a break. And we're just going to be chilling here waiting for...
10-minute break,
actually
guys.
we are. Okay, 10-minute break. There you go.